You walk into the hottest restaurant in town with your husband, and the first thing you see is another woman in the exact same dress that you're wearing. And in that moment, you feel ordinary, average, because you didn't just buy that dress because it's pretty. You bought it to feel stylish, elevated, and one of a kind. And suddenly you're left with two choices. Choice A, you leave. You can leave your 5-star reservation, change your plans, but replay the entire night in your head of the embarrassment of matching with someone else. Choice B, you stay. But you can't focus the entire dinner on your food, the conversation, or even your husband because you keep wondering if everyone else noticed too. That's the real reason we buy clothes, not just because they're beautiful, but because we want to be noticed. Because we want to walk into a room and feel confident. We want our style to reflect the life that we've built and the success we've created. But instead you feel basic, forgettable, like every other woman in the room. The exclusivity you thought you purchased isn't there, and the confidence that you thought you were getting from wearing the dress never comes. And instead of feeling like the fabulous, successful woman you've become, you keep wondering if everyone else noticed it too, that you were wearing the exact same dress as someone else. And this is the part where most women keep repeating the same cycle. They keep scrolling, they keep chasing trends, and they keep buying. They never ask themselves why it isn't working. The truth is, if you want your style to reflect the person you've become, you have to try a different approach, one built on 3 fashion principles. Step 1, stop blending in. This summer it was the Poochie dress. Every time you got on Instagram, you saw it. And at first it looked really glamorous, but it just got predictable by the 10th time you saw it. And for the women actually wearing it, it meant going to their 5-star reservation, sitting down, feeling fabulous, only to see 3 other women in the exact same Poochie dress. And you know exactly how it feels, the shift in your stomach. The excitement you had hours earlier feeling fabulous, gone in seconds. You sit at the table trying to focus on the wine, the food, the conversation, because you're in Europe after all, but you can't, because all you keep thinking about is that you're wearing the exact same dress as someone else. And that's the part that nobody says out loud. When you're wearing what everyone else is wearing, no matter how much it costs, you blend in. Different faces, same outfit. Different stories, you've still all bought the same exact dress on the same website. And the exclusivity you thought you were buying, it vanishes the second you realize someone else has it too. But here's the deeper problem. Blending in steals the very thing you were chasing in the first place when you bought the dress. You didn't buy it for the fabric or the fit alone. You bought it to feel confident, elevated, and one of a kind. That's why the first principle of style is simple. Stop blending in. Because the second you do, you stop being another woman in the room, but one that they remember. Step 2, don't let your clothes hold you back. Nothing kills your confidence faster than realizing after it's too late that your wardrobe is 20 years behind when you're already on that vacation. You're supposed to be relaxing, enjoying yourself, but every single time a woman walks past you, you keep thinking the same thing, that you're not current, your outfits aren't modern, and you just don't feel stylish. And suddenly, instead of enjoying your trip like you should be, all you keep wondering is why your clothes look like they were from another decade. I had a woman call me after a weekend in Palm Beach, and those were her exact words. My wardrobe makes me look 20 years behind, and honestly, it probably was. She'd packed what she thought were safe, stylish pieces, the same dresses she had recycled over the years, a fun pair of heels that were a little bit less modern, and a few blazers. But the second she walked into dinner, she felt it. Her clothes had aged her. The dress that she thought made her feel fabulous made her feel frumpy next to these women in classic, modern silhouettes. And this was a woman who had it all: success, sophistication, a life she had built with intention. But while her life was evolving, her closet had been left behind. Instead of sitting in that feeling, she called me. We rebuilt her wardrobe to be the woman who she's become: stylish, fabulous, and one of a kind. Suddenly, the same Palm Beach dinners and trips felt different. She wasn't distracted by comparing herself to every other woman in the room. She felt confident, one of a kind, and fabulous, wearing effortless dresses and chic matching sets. The moment you stop letting your wardrobe diminish you is the second you get your confidence back when you're getting dressed. The last and final step, never chase trends. There's nothing that makes you feel more ordinary faster than buying that must-have piece that season, only to realize a season later that it's not a must-have anymore and every other woman has it too. You know the ones, the Poochie dress that was all over Europe this summer, the Loewe tote that was in every vacation photo. At first, each of those pieces made you feel exclusive, like you were ahead. But the truth is, investing in those viral pieces that you see all over social media don't make you look stylish, they actually make you look ordinary. And that's the real problem with trends. They sell you the illusion of exclusivity. But how exclusive is it really if everybody else has it too? You end up spending thousands chasing the same piece only to end up feeling more ordinary than you did before. And you don't need me to prove it to you. Your own closet has the evidence. Those pieces that you can't get yourself to wear anymore. The bag that you literally look at and you just cringe every time you see it because you know you're never gonna wear it again. Every time you see those pieces, it reminds you of the same thing. That following doesn't make you stylish, just makes you feel average. But here's the shift. When you stop buying trends, you free yourself from this cycle. You stop wasting money on pieces that are meant to expire, and you start investing in a curated closet with intention. Pieces that no one else in the room owns. Clothes that really hold their power season after season, not just a few weeks on Instagram. The moment you start investing in one-of-a-kind pieces, everything changes. You stop blending in and you walk into a room knowing that nobody else is gonna be wearing what you're wearing. And more importantly, you finally love what's actually hanging in your closet, because that's the real secret. True confidence doesn't come from just always having what's new. It comes from having pieces that you love, pieces that feel so aligned and make you feel elevated and confident. Your style starts lasting when you can't wait to wear those pieces again and again. You might be wondering why you should even listen to me. I'm Isabel, founder of Isabel, a luxury fashion boutique. And for me, fashion has always been more than just clothes. It's been about showing the world who you are through your style. I studied at FIDM in Los Angeles. I've styled hundreds of women across the US in person and online, but I always kept seeing the same thing. No matter how stylish they were, how fabulous, all their closets were filled with clothes, they kept saying the same thing: I have nothing to wear. When I moved to Sarasota, I knew I didn't want to just create another boutique. I wanted to solve that deep-rooted problem that all these women were having. So I created Isabel, a luxury styling experience to build you a one-of-a-kind wardrobe that you absolutely love. The store was built with intention, one-of-a-kind brands, international designers that you don't just see in every other store. Pieces that stop you from blending in, evolve as you evolve, and help you finally love what's hanging in your closet. But I didn't want it to just stop in Sarasota, because I knew women all over the US were having the exact same problem. Always saying, I have nothing to wear, even though their closets were filled with clothes. That's why I created the Luxury Style Box. Instead of spending hours scrolling online, adding items to your cart only to buy all of them and return every single one, or wearing it once and then just hating it after. We start with you, your lifestyle, your taste, and the events that you actually need to get dressed for, because you don't need another piece that you wear 100 times that just makes you feel safe and boring. What you need is a wardrobe that reflects the woman that you've become. And that's step one. I get to know you, what you love, what your closet's been missing, and really everything about your life, so that way we can curate a box that you actually love. And then we curate, and not with trends, not the viral pieces that you've seen all over Instagram with 100 other women wearing them, but one-of-a-kind brands, international designers, with pieces that you actually will love and make you feel one of a kind. And then your style box arrives, and it isn't just random pieces thrown into a box. It's actual styled outfits. That way when you open the bag, it's easy, you can put it on, there's no pressure, you try it on at home, and you send back whatever you don't love. And from there, we refine. If something needs to be tweaked or swapped, we always note your preferences. That way, every single time you get a new box, it feels closer to perfection and that the pieces feel like they were actually made for you. That's the difference. While most closets are filled with pieces that hold you back, yours will be filled with pieces that you love, make you feel confident every single time you put them on. So here's your choice. You could keep doing what you've been doing, scrolling, chasing trends, and settling for a closet full of clothes that don't excite you and keep you feeling ordinary. Or you can decide today to do something different, to stop blending in, to stop chasing trends, and to stop letting your clothes hold you back. And instead to finally build a wardrobe that you love, one filled with exclusive, one-of-a-kind pieces that make you feel unforgettable every single time that you walk into a room. So if you're ready to stop wasting money on clothes that never give you the confidence that you're chasing, and you're finally ready to love your wardrobe, book a call down below. Because the truth is, confidence doesn't come from what's new. It comes from wearing what you love. And the sooner we build that wardrobe for you, the sooner you're gonna feel it every single time you're getting dressed.